I think one of the most precious things that ever happened to me with this pastor is one time I called him up and I wanted to come to him, and he was over in, I don't know,
Australia?
in New Mexico.
Oh, Santa Fe.
Santa Fe. And I said, Larry, I was going to come to him on a Wednesday. I said, Larry, get us in the joint, get us in the prison. And so when I finally got there, he told me, he said, they won't let us in. They'll let the musicians that we brought with us, but they won't let you and me in.
Let me lead up to this because I want you to tell that story, but let me lead up because a lot of these guys don't know. Right, what happened, the reason why Larry called me, and we're not exaggerating in the least. Larry always wanted to go where no other Christians would go. He wanted to take the gospel to people who didn't hear the gospel because of what happened to him. And this is 50 years of this, 50 years of this. And so in Santa Fe, New Mexico, Luke, what was the year? You looked it up. 1981, Tiz and I were pastoring our first church. They had a riot in the federal penitentiary there. We had a couple people in our church that were guards. One guy was the captain of the guards. When we were at the house the other day, Luke Googled it up to get the story. And these guys took control of the prison, and it says they officially murdered 36 people in 2 days, but we know this number was really 52 or 54 people. They didn't want that to get out because then it would have been the worst prison riot in the history of America. And they were taking blowtorches and killing people, throwing. It was on the news. It was unbelievable, beyond anything you can imagine. He calls me and he says, I heard about the prison riot. He said, get us in the prison. Get us in the prison. And so we worked on getting us in the prison, and it was a couple months later, and it was on the 4th of July, and I said, Larry, they're having a big 4th of July picnic to try to appease the inmates. And I said, they'll let the band in. There were supposed to be 20 Christian bands go to play in the big yard, and they're going to have a barbecue and try to appease the Christians. But I said, they won't let us in. They won't let you and I in because of our past. And when we got there, and I'm going to let Larry tell the story from here, when we got there, it's supposed to be 20 Christian bands, but the word was out, they're going to have another riot. And they're going to take outsiders as prisoners. So when we got there that day, there were supposed to be 20 bands. The only band showed up was us. But they weren't going to let Larry and I in, only the band. And so tell the story from there.
Well, I told Pastor Huck, I said, well, you know what? They won't let us in. And so I said, let's fast and pray, and we'll see if we can get in Saturday. But nothing still happened, but they'll let the musicians in, but they wouldn't let us in. And so Pastor Huck said, well, let's go there, and we'll pray for these guys that are going in. I said, okay. So we went there. They sent a van to pick them up outside the prison, and we saw them get in the van, the group. And I looked at Pastor Huck, and I said, let's get in too.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
There's no way you're going to go in a maximum security prison without being cleared. It isn't going to it won't happen. But in this case, we got in, and as we went through the Sallyport gate inside the prison, the guard would come out and he would go, and he'd count those guys that were already the musicians, but he didn't count us. they didn't even see us.
Didn't see us. Yeah.
It was a miracle of God. We went through the next gate to come out into the main yard. The same thing happened. They didn't see him, and they didn't see us. They counted it. They had the clipboard, the names of those other guys, but they never saw he and I in that van. We got out and we went and walked. And as we walked to the other side of the yard, and I said to Pastor Huck, I said, do you feel what I feel? Oh, you could feel murdering spirits. It was wicked. So we got all the way down to the platform where we set it up. And all of a sudden, the warden said, is it all right? We're going to let out the block. And the block that they were going to let out were all the murderers and gangsters, all tattooed down and all crazy. They let them out. I said, yeah, go ahead, let them out. I must have been crazy because to say that.
That's what I was thinking.
But they let him out. And all of a sudden they came down to the platform and they said, we want to use those instruments and guitars you got. But we don't have a drummer. I said, oh, we got a drummer. You'll play for him, won't you? And the guy said to me, the musician, you can't let them take our instruments like that. I said, oh, no, you tell them that. But as it worked out, and Pastor and I, we preached to them, and we fellowshiped with them, and the warden said to me, he said, anytime you guys ever want to come back, you can come back to this prison.